So we're going to start off by placing these dowels right here. So this is a back, and then we are going to put the top and bottom on it. Now, very important, the holes on here are slightly different. So take this, align it flush to this side. So you want to use this back that has these 3 holes over here for dowels, and make sure this lines up. And this hole does not line up with that. So I'm going to flip it this way and check. Okay, that lines up here. So this one goes on here like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Just going to confirm that these holes line up. That side does not. So we're going to go this way. Those line up. This one goes here. So once this is on, I'm going to screw this together. Alright, so that is screwed together at this point. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the side panel on, which is either one of these side panels. They're the same. So I'm going to place my dowels up here, since you guys can see this and you can't see the side panel back there. And once the dowels are in, take my side panel, place that here, just like that. There we go. Now we're going to put the screws in that guy. On the next step, 2 very important things. Ready for this? Number 1, make sure the brackets are facing the same way. So the install brackets here and here are facing that way, pointing that way. We got to make sure when you put the other back panel on, they're pointing the same way, or else when you go to install a cabinet, you're going to have a problem. Second thing, when you put the dowels in, put the dowels in here, not here. And I'll show you why in 1 second. Put these guys in. There we go. Now with the brackets facing that way, we're going to grab our side panel, or our back panel, I should say. Make sure the brackets are facing that way. And then we're going to put our 3 dowels in here. See why I had to do it this way in a second. Now these 3 dowels are going to go down like this at an angle. Then that goes on there. So all of my brackets are facing that way. These dowels go in to this piece, not here. Now you can screw it together. Cabinet box is assembled. Very important. Brackets facing the same direction. That way. Very important. We're going to grab these hinges right here. We're going to remove these screws that come with it from the factory and use the ones provided. These ones are for a different setup than what we got, so we'll pull these ones out real quick. And then we're going to use this standard size 3/4 inch screw right here. And then these, we have to lift the door up a little bit when I put these in. Go here, get it started. And then let's just lift that door up just a little bit. Just go in here. Go. And these ones. So be looking for that video on our YouTube channel or on our website that shows you how to adjust this door. Now we're just showing you how to assemble the cabinet. Once it's in, you're going to have to adjust it. So these screws also can come out. And I am going to install the door on this side because that's the side it's supposed to be installed. So I'm just lining my screws up here and putting the door on. So at this point the door is on, but it doesn't quite shut all the way. So I'm going to show you a preliminary adjustment. Again, look for the video on how to adjust this door. It's a lot of working parts that all need to be fine-tuned to make this cabinet flawless in how the door operates. So if you're having that issue, this adjustment right here will allow this door to open up just a little bit. It comes preset from DTC, which is an amazing hardware manufacturer. It comes preset all the way tight so that you can loosen it. And once you do that, your door will actually shut. So again, look for the adjustment video and you'll know how to do that. So now that we've got that working, I'm gonna go ahead and put my bumpers on here. Down in this bottom corner, I always put them as tight out to there as possible. And I'm also gonna put them on this door here on the inside corner, right, like that. All right, so now it shuts. So using the very small screws, these are like 1/2 inch screws that came with this cabinet. We're gonna install these plates and these guys here. Make sure to use the small screw. If you use the big one, you're probably gonna blow a hole in your door. These ones work great though. So the magnets need to be installed sticking out of the cabinet about 1/8 of an inch. So keep in mind you have your bumpers on here that are sticking out a little more than 1/8 of an inch. So if this is sticking out 1/8 of an inch, and then the plate goes on the door, you end up with the same thickness as the bumpers. Now mind you, this elongated hole in these allows you to adjust those in and out. So just start off by eyeballing 1/8 of an inch, or use a piece of our cardboard from our box to put it on there. It's kind of hard on camera to show you how to put these on, but I'll do my best. So I'm just gonna hold them about 2 inches up from the bottom. Go about the same here, 2 inches. So the next thing we're gonna do is when I shut this door, I need to see where my magnets are here and here, and I'm gonna match that, and then I'm gonna come off the inside of my door 3/4 of an inch and put my plate to match it. So I'm gonna grab my tape measure, come in 3/4 of an inch, put my plate right there and screw that to the door, and we're good to go. On here I'm using a piece of blue tape so I can just line these up perfectly, and that way I don't have to mark on my cabinets. And I know exactly where that plate goes. And then we're going to come in 3/4 of an inch. This, and go there. You can go a little over 3/4 of an inch if you want, just to make sure that plate doesn't hit the face of the cabinet. And then these will go on there, and we're done. And now the cabinet shuts and clicks shut perfectly. Again, look for my how to adjust these doors. It'll be for Lazy Susans and Easy Reach corners.